There are a lot of mistakes I see people make when they're negotiating. I think one of the most obvious is when people give ranges. When it's sort of a buy-sell transaction, if you say, I'd be willing to pay between 100 and 125, all somebody hears is 125. So don't give a range. I also discourage people from negotiating via email. It leaves the person reading it to potentially read into things that aren't there, and it can create confusion. It also benefits the weaker party, because I think when you're negotiating, you actually want to see how somebody reacts real time to what you're suggesting, because it can be very revealing. I think the other thing when it comes to negotiation is to try and listen more than you talk, because oftentimes, especially when you're a little bit more laid back and a little bit more quiet, people will speak. Especially in a tense circumstance, they'll speak to fill the vacuum. People don't like silence, and they'll often reveal something about their position or what they're looking for that can be useful information. You know, negotiation, it's not always super transactional. Sometimes if you're buying a used car, it's purely about getting the best deal, but so many negotiations lead to a partnership or the potential for subsequent partnerships or subsequent opportunities to work together. I think in those circumstances, you really want to be cognizant of trying to have a positive outcome for everyone involved. And even if it's more positive for you, there's not a lot of upside in letting the other person know you feel that way. Thinking about negotiation as oftentimes the beginning of a longer relationship can be helpful in terms of how you deal with a dynamic through the negotiation.